transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Outcasted OC podcast. I hope everybody is doing well. As you notice, we do have Reese back with us. Welcome back, Reese. How are you feeling?
What's going on? Feeling a lot better. Last week was awful, but I'm glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody watching is doing well. Before we get into what we're going to get into today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow us, like, comment something about WrestleMania. We want to know what are your thoughts about WrestleMania. So today we are going to be talking about the Slammy Awards, the categories, the nominations, and who we think are going to win. But before we get into that, we had a little announcement from WWE a couple of days ago about a new bout. So this bout, what is it called? The speed bout or something like that?
Yeah, so it's linked with there was speculation going around a couple months ago because there was like trailers and teasers of this thing called WWE Speed ahead of SmackDown, and then they've now just announced that there will be it'll be digital exclusive, so it'll be on X. It's like 3-minute matches basically before SmackDown or whatever. And
you talked about it on the press conference as well, like when
and there's going to be like a new belt that comes out of it. They didn't say, it's like, I don't know what the name of it is, but they just basically were like, yeah, there's a new belt. And I'm like,
just going back to fun.
Cool, but could you do a women's mid-card instead?
Can WWE stop taking from Stardom, because Stardom literally has a speed belt which is designed for like fast pace, like you have to win the match within 10 minutes.
This gives me like Heritage Cup on the main roster. I'm not lying to you. Like it does. Not in the same form of like rounds, but it's literally like, because it's like 3 minutes or less matches that they're doing.
But then my argument just stands. Heritage Cup doesn't need to just be NXT. You should just move that to main roster and just make it the Heritage Cup in general. Like it's a great concept. I love heritage matches.
We were talking about this. Sorry, you continue.
The thing that just annoys me about this, it's cool that they're trying to experiment with different things, but like there were other great things you buried and destroyed in the process, and this is the first thing you give us back. Like, sorry, you got rid of NXT UK, which was arguably my favorite promotion to watch because you wanted to expand it into NXT Europe, and we've heard nothing about that. You've also had, 205 Live, which was all your cruiserweight, just get picked up and done nothing with, because they were like, oh, we don't know what to do with the cruiserweight division and the cruiserweight belt anymore, so we're just going to not do that show anymore. It's like, and this is what you give us. You're going to give us a fast pace 3 minutes. What? Oh, because people haven't got the attention span to watch a longer match than 3 minutes, we're going to just appeal to that. It just feels like a consolation prize.
Yeah, it's also going to be exclusively distributed on X as well, from what I just read.
Oh yeah, cool! I can't wait to get my Twitter spammed with 3-minute GIF videos. Even though I do that anyway when I get highlights of a 60-minute match and post them on my Twitter, there is no difference.
In my eyes, it's just they've just rebranded the 24/7 bout into something different.
That's what I was going to say.
It's exciting. It's something new, and if we look at it this way, as much as people may not like it, it's a good way to showcase a lot of talent that aren't being used.
My only question is like, is it going to be men and women? Is it just going to be men? Is it just going to be women? Because like, there's no way WWE will do intergender wrestling, like man versus woman. And if it's going to be men and women, you're going to have 2 separate belts.
I would imagine it's probably just going to be the men. Again.
And that's the thing, is that's another thing that the men are getting that the women aren't. And as you can see in me and G's tagline, Justice for Bailey and Io, I'm just going to go off for a second. Like, I am sick and tired of having to justify why women should be treated the same as the men. It actually makes me sick. And the fact that people are excited for this WWE Speed title and aren't pushing for women to get a mid-card championship is actually ridiculous in my eyes. Like, how many underutilized women do we have on the main roster, both across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, that a mid-card title would actually serve incredibly well for them to get shown as being over on the main roster before they go up to a main roster, main event championship? Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to swear for a second, but it's fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Like, how many? I can name how many titles on my hands that the women have, and that's 3.
Yeah. And we know women's tag belts don't work. So remove them and give us a single champion.
If I was you, I'd be grateful that this speed championship's not touching the women. I think it's so shit. I think it's
no,
sort
I
of
know,
stupid.
but it's just it frustrates me when it's like just the men getting all of these extra things, and it's like actually some of the women are putting on phenomenal matches. Like the last woman standing match that Becky and Nia put on, that was in the main event for a reason. Like, and you're gonna sit here and tell me women don't deserve anything?
I hate everything. I hate everything about this title, though, dude. Like everything about it. Number one, it's literally the most kayfabe breaking title I've ever fucking heard in my life. Right? Okay, so you're literally telling the audience what they've got coming. Oh, it's a 3-minute match. Don't worry, it's not going to last more than 3 minutes. So like if you want to if you want to take away the believable style of wrestling away from anything, let's just put a label on exactly how long the match is going to be. If it was a 10-minute long match, then that's absolutely fine. But 3 minutes, what are you going to do in 3 minutes? Do you know what I mean? I can't go for a shit in 3 minutes. Like it's ridiculous. It's listen, right? I'm sorry, right? You talk about the women's division, right? You talk about the women's division, and I agree, it's totally underutilized at the moment. It needs a mid-card championship. But what you're essentially doing with all the flippy guys at the moment in WWE is sticking them in a division where they can do quickly run fast, win a championship in 3 minutes, right? That is the piss break fucking match. It's ridiculous. Like it doesn't show anyone. It doesn't show any new talent like what you've got to look at in the future. It doesn't give anyone the opportunity to build something good in 3 minutes. It's ridiculous. Oh, we're gonna make it X exclusive. I don't care. I don't go on Twitter or X or whatever the hell it's called anymore. Anyway, I don't give a shit about this whole title thing. That you're literally putting Raw Underground on X. That is what this is. It's Raw Underground. It's 205 Live, except it's in 3 minutes. It's the stupidest thing. Oh, we're gonna give a title. We're gonna give this meaningless championship or this meaningless belt or whatever you want to do it. I don't like. The 24/7 championship had more prestige than this. You're going to give a belt where you have to win it in 3 minutes. Yeah. Like, what are you going to do in 3 minutes? Like, how are you going to put on any classics in 3 minutes? No. It's literally the TikTok championship. All right, you can't hold your concentration for longer than 120 seconds, and this is the title for you. This is the belt for you, guys. You can't, your meaningless existence, you can't keep your eyes on something for longer than 3 minutes. Oh, this is the belt for you. Welcome to WWE, the Speed Championship. I swear to God, whoever made this championship was on speed when they thought of it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, this is, you know what, you're not wrong.
Thing I've ever heard in my life.
Reese, do you know how deep this is as well? To get them to defend their title for a full actual wrestling match, they will have to defend this 3 minutes every single time for at least half a year to even build up a full wrestling match.
Exactly. Wow, guys, I had such a good career.
If you want a 60-minute classic from this one champ, have them wrestle 3 minutes for a year.
How long do you reckon this division is going to last? How long do you reckon this championship is going to last?
2 minutes 59. That's it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not very long. I got a couple of things to say that I'm literally just thinking of off the top of my head. Firstly, actually, G, you go first because you're actually.
Mine's just more of a funny one. Mine's just picture this year. Roman Reigns loses at WrestleMania. He goes for the speed. He wouldn't even get there because his entrance is longer than 3 minutes.
This is true.
I can name 10 superstars on the main roster at the moment where the fucking entrance is longer than this match.
Okay, so firstly, is it going to be defended on premium live events? The answer is probably no. And no, we're not doing a thumbs up right now because I'm not. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for getting the program, StreamYard. I don't know how this happens every single time, but it's fine. Secondly, I already can pigeonhole somebody who would actually be put into this, and you won't like this, Ross.
It's Ricochet. I already know you're going for it.
Yeah. I know, because I feel like that's what they're pushing, and it's actually really upsetting.
Which they shouldn't. You shouldn't
be relegated to 3-minute matches. And it'll be very interesting.
You've referenced it twice now. 2 different shows. You've called him about having the speed of a Puma. Just bring back Prince Puma, put him in the mask, put him in a lucha style freaking storyline. Either have him join LWO or El Fantasma. You know what? Make Ricochet heel. He was really good as a heel when he was in New Japan. Just do that.
Sorry, Reese, you go.
I was going to say give the Speed Championship to Nathan Fraser and have him defend it against a mop every single week so he can get off my screen because I don't watch X. So.
I was just going to say it'd be interesting to see what kind of wrestling legends, i.e. Jim Cornette, heart attack he has when he finds out about this and
Yeah.
when you hear him speak about it, because he's gonna not be happy about it, I don't think.
Right, it's just the most stupid concept. Like, no joke, right? This is the thing. Me doing training now, 3 minutes is like a pipe dream for me. Knowing that, you know, that's nowhere near where I want to be at the level I am at the moment. I want to do 10 minutes. I want to do 15 minutes. I want to do half an hour, 60-minute bangers. That's just how wrestling has always been for us. We know our feuds. We know the storylines. I'm not going to sit there and go, hey, you've worked your ass off on the indie scene. You've built your character. You've put the time, the graft, the backache. I'm going to give you 3 minutes on this platform where someone could literally go like that and ignore the video. Fuck no.
It's one of those things.
How much you're paying? Like, no. That just
every now and again, like you know, you get the beat the clock sprint matches. I'm fine with that. That's absolutely fine because it revolves around a story. But you can't build a division around 3 minutes because you're literally saying, say, if you're watching this match for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, you're like, well, this match is going to end in 50 seconds. You're literally flagging the ending to the audience. It's literally like I said, it breaks kayfabe. Like it breaks the believability of wrestling, which like you suspend your belief to watch wrestling. Like it's obviously we know that it is a scripted sport. Like that this literally brings it down to the bare bones of being scripted. Like, oh, it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Well, this match is going to end in 15 seconds. Let me put on 2 times speed to see what happens. Like,
I think the less time you give the match, and obviously the more you showcase the fact that, oh, it's a 3 minute match, as you say, your brain will automatically be counting down when it hits 2 minutes 45 because of the fact you know it has to be 3 minutes or less. I think an example of this that worked really well was that beat the clock challenge that Gunther and Chad Gable had, because that was involved in storyline. I feel like it's a great idea in theory, but execution is just completely fucked.
Right. Like, it works with the beat the clock matches because the first person sets the time and then that person has to win the match within that time. That it works for that. It's I like them type of things because you know there's possibility of failure. But you know in this match, either like I say, at 2 minutes and 59 seconds, either if that person hasn't won the title yet, then they're going to lose because the person's going to retain. Like there's no oh I wonder what's going to happen. People are just going to skip to the end and find out.
So this is my biggest takeaway, and Reese will know the exact match that I'm always going to reference here. That basically shows how perfect storytelling happens in the ring as long as you give it enough time. Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart.
Yes.
The whole fallen hero story. You had Roddy Piper was cheered, praised, this amazing champion that raised this belt up. And Bret was the new up-and-comer. Not many people knew how to take him, but they were all cheering him because it's a new contestant. And that whole storyline of Piper was getting pushed to the limit where Piper had in that break moment, I'm going to go heel, picks up the bell to go hit Bret, realizes how quickly the crowd turned on him and started booing him, saying, this has never been you. That's not you as the champion we know. And he throws the bell to the side. You cannot tell a storyline that compelling in 3 fucking minutes.
You can't even do that in a promo.
Bro, you can't even do it in a fucking movie trailer. Like, most movie trailers
going back to that point, like I say, that was beautiful because like Roddy was face and he was trying so hard not to go back to his heelish ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And it ended up costing in the match, which was like the great part of the story. But like I say, you can't tell the story in 3 minutes. Like I don't care. Like the match can be as fast and as flippy as possible. That's great, good for you. I don't care. Like it has to have something behind it. Like that's why I don't like Nathan Fraser. Go back to him. Like he has no story. Like he's boring to me. Like okay, he can flip and he's great in the ring, but apart from that, he does nothing. Well, that's
it really takes the concept of long-term booking to a new extreme when it's going to take 3 years to get a fully fleshed out feud on WWE Speed. When like it would take like 3 weeks on the main roster. I'm not wrong. I'm not. And that's the sad thing, because I'm not wrong.
You had the opportunity to announce 2 great things, which I would have done for 2024. Obviously, the women's mid-card title is an obvious thing for me. The second thing I would have done, I think I mentioned it 2 weeks ago on the podcast, is do a meat division, dude. If you're over 300 pounds, have a meat championship. If you're over 300 pounds,
super heavyweights.
Yes,
super heavyweights.
Yes. That'd be well cool.
Otis, you've got Otis, you've got Ivar, you've got Bobby
Oh.
Lashley, you've got freaking Bronson Reed.
Is Braun Strowman over 3 pounds?
If you're over 300
Braun
pounds, you get to compete in this like division. That is it. Like if you're under
see
it, then
Roman
you're not
like bulking up after Mania to get the
Fuck, I've got to get the gains in.
I haven't touched
Anyway.
this championship yet.
To talk about
Acknowledge me.
championships and rewards and storylines, let's get into the Slammies before we carry on ranting about this freaking speed, because
I
we
think
are not
there's
being
plenty of
speedy
things we
with
could
getting
rant
into
about.
the event.
Do you know what? I think after WrestleMania, we need to just have an episode where we sit and rant for like an hour.
Hey, look, we haven't done a things that grind my gears for like about
Yeah.
almost a year, so we
True.
need to sit down and do another one.
I
I like
imagine
doing
there'll
stuff
be
like that.
plenty of things at WrestleMania that will grind our gears. So we can
Roman,
talk
Roman
about that
retaining.
after. Bailey not main eventing.
Fans being fickle.
Yeah, let's get on into this. So we have
Fickle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You say fickle.
8, 9,
Yeah.
10, 11. 11 categories.
God
We're gonna
damn.
go through them one at a time. I'll tell you who the nominations are, and then we'll talk about who we think should win.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So first is Female Superstar of the Year, and the 5 nominations are Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Bailey, Io Sky, and Becky Lynch. Courtney.
I think it's going to Rhea. I'm sorry, but
Oh no!
I would love for it to be Becky Lynch, obviously. But I just think with the year that she's had, the way she's gotten herself over, and how incredibly popular she is, not only in the women's division but across the entirety of WWE. Like I can't see anybody else but Rhea winning it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Reese.
I agree. I think it's be Rhea. Like I do think Becky did a lot of great work last year, but I think Becky did one thing I think Rhea did one thing that Becky hasn't done, and I think Rhea transcended the women's division. Like she become like the most popular person in WWE, not just like male or female, just the most popular person.
Yeah.
I think she really has held that. She could have defended it a little bit more, that championship, but I think it's more of the story that she's told with the Judgment Day. I think it's the figure that she's become in the company. I think it's the ambassador that she's become in the company. She's become Mammy. Yeah, she brings a whole different dynamic to that championship. So I think it's definitely going to be Rhea.
Yeah. Ross.
I'm gonna say, hey Bailey. It's gonna be Bailey for me.
Bailey, okay.
Yeah. Slightly biased. As you guys know, I do the review of SmackDown on Fridays, and for me, Bailey has consistently been one of the most entertaining parts of SmackDown. She's really carried that side of the storyline. Just as a heel, I think some of the most interesting work, and now this whole kind of fallen hero story of, well, I bullied everyone around me, I caused this problem, and now I'm having to deal with it, has really made me completely be invested in the future. Obviously, we saw it's not gone great with the advertisements of Mania, all of this. We're not going to get into that now. Yeah, as I just said, we're not going to get into that now. But for me, Bailey, like, it would normally be Rhea, but I feel like Bailey has just carried SmackDown a whole different length, and I'd kind of like her to get her flowers for that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like with Bailey especially, like a lot of people kind of just go ahead and go, oh, but it's Bailey. But like they also forget that they were the ones that were like, oh my God, Sasha and Bailey are carrying the women's division in the Thunderdome. And it's like, just because you're not a big name like Becky Lynch or Rhea Ripley, it doesn't mean that people shouldn't care about what you're doing. Like, sure, Rhea's transcended herself into being one of the top stars. And I can say Becky Lynch did the same thing as Rhea has back in 2019. But if you're solely thinking about storyline, and this is long-term booking, then Bailey's, I mean, I understand why you say Bailey.
Yeah,
I'd be ecstatic if Bailey went out. I mean, don't worry, I'm a Bailey buddy for life, so you know, I'd be ecstatic.
Yummy mammy always.
But the thing is,
always on top.
Just to add to that as well, Court, because you said some really good things there. It's also, you know, the same people rallied for Bailey to win the Rumble, get this storyline. People begged and asked for the Io versus Bailey match, and we finally got it. Like, you know, you can't.
Reminds me of someone. Didn't somebody win the Money in the Bank and then turn on her the second she won the championship?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, what can I say?
But this is what I'm saying. These are things I like to see. These are really cool that, you know, we finally got what we wanted. And I feel like she's really embraced having to play that storyline of, you know, for a fact your team's going to turn on you. How are you going to deal with it? And I love seeing that. Like, that's what I want to see.
Well, I'm so torn between Becky and Rhea because obviously everything Rhea's done with the Judgment Day, Mommy being on top champion, but then everything Becky did to elevate the NXT champion, the women's championship, it just screams greatness to me. Like, she's like, I'm going to take myself away from the women's top division and I'm going to elevate the NXT talent. That is great to me. But I do think Rhea will win it though.
Yeah. That was a very vocal statement Becky did there. Like, I totally agree with what you said there of, like, she removed herself from obviously the top spot and elevated everyone, because there was that feeling of no one's really listening to the women's division. How do I make people listen? Oh, I'm going to be that it girl with the NXT title and say, any female, come get these hands. I don't care where you come from. I'll give you the chance.
This is a conversation that I want to save for another day because
we can go into it.
I'm just going to say quickly, I'm sick and tired of people just like shitting on her. Like, I've been reading her, like, I've actually physically gotten her book, but I've been listening to the audiobook and just the amount, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but just the amount of praise and the amount that she cares about the women's division is like more than you'll ever know and more than these people online will ever know. And they consistently like always dog on her. And it's like, if you only knew how selfless she actually is. Like, and half the people forget that a lot of these times people are presented on TV, not by their own choices, but someone else in creative is doing all the decision making. Just it's a conversation for another day once I finish listening to the book. But I'm just so over people shitting on Becky.
It just makes me happy how much she spoke about Finn as well. That was really awesome to like give your praise back to your original trainer.
Can we stop? Because I haven't read it yet.
Let's not get into it. There's more to it, but I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, let's not spoil it for Jake because she's actually reading it.
We shall move on to the next one, which is Male Superstar of the Year. And I can only see one name here because I don't know any of the other. No, I'm joking. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Gunther, and Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Look, why the?
That's why I giggle.
Big prime, bitches.
That was the
fuck is Logan Paul there, dude? Like he had like one match last year.
Social media superstar, yes, but not like
That was the most audible anger I've ever heard from Reese. That was the rawest reaction of
I will be clipping that.
I don't know why Roman's in there either, because he never fucking shows up.
I know.
What about he's been the most consistent on SmackDown for the first whole of January? He was on every episode.
I don't ever.
I think he's been to every episode of SmackDown this year. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Stop shitting on him.
It's going. Honestly, it's going to
shit on Roman, right? It's funny that people shit on Roman. When's the last time Cody had a match? Was it against Drew about 5 weeks ago?
Oh,
it was a
storyline.
Leave him alone.
Oh yeah.
Leave Cody alone.
No,
leave Cody alone.
You know who I'm saying wins it? I'm saying Gunther. Gunther takes it.
I pick Seth.
I got Cody for this one.
I actually voted on this, and I actually voted for Gunther. Any other year, I would have voted for Roman, but I think Gunther's been killing it there this year. So I'm a non-biased Roman fan. I can see through the glass.
I think every Roman and Cody fan will overlook the fact that Gunther is in this category, and he will not get the votes because they will.
Yep.
He absolutely killed it. All the way back in 2023 at the very start when he entered the Rumble, he absolutely killed it. All the way from there, he had one of the best matches at WrestleMania, that triple threat. That was absolutely dope.
Still one of my favorite matches of all time.
He had that sick rivalry and that SummerSlam match with Drew McIntyre. He had a really great match with Chad Gable. He's had a really great match with Bronson Reed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's been absolutely killing it. I think he's been
killing that mid-card scene, and he continually will get overlooked when the likes of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and The Rock are in the picture.
I think he's got really, really good on the microphone as well in the past year.
He's so good.
Yeah, I just love like
Improving every
he's
day.
arrogant, but he's right. Like he literally just like that like shit face smile where he's just like
Yeah.
no one can beat me. Like, and I will beat you
Yeah.
into the mat if you think you can't. And he does. I think it's great. I think the character of I'm great, and if you don't believe me, I'll beat you, and then
I'll show you.
proceed
Yeah.
to then beat you is a great character.
Yeah.
It's why I'm slightly upset that Drew shifted focus to go for the main title of the world heavyweight, because I would have loved this cocky, arrogant Drew versus like Gunther, just a back and forth between them two. Because like Drew's mic work at the moment has been absolutely insane. This guy's on a different level, and Gunther being that arrogant guy of just like, yeah, and what, throw hands. Like,
Don't worry, dude. I think we're probably going to be getting it. I think Gunther's losing the IC title at Mania, and I think that I think Drew's beating the. I think Drew's becoming the world champion. I would love to see Gunther versus Drew for that world title.
Here's the thing with Gunther. It's like people are saying, oh yeah, he needs to go up to the main event. He needs to be a part of that world heavyweight championship picture. But at the same time, also breaks their heart that he has to lose the IC title. I'm sorry, but in most days, in most realities, you drop a title to then progress to the next level. Like if Gunther lost the title at WrestleMania, I wouldn't be upset about it. I would be like, oh my god, I'm thinking about the positives. I'm like, oh my god, he's actually going to the world heavyweight championship.
I think it's time as well. And I'll say this as well. I believe like on I think it's either night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania, it would be day 666 of his reign. I think that'd be interesting for him to lose it. And I do think Sami Zayn's the person to lose to beat him for it. Like he's literally the ultimate underdog. And then have him face Chad in like a trio of great matches for the IC title. It's the best.
You see that they're planting the seeds for that right now, though, right?
Yeah,
they are. They have been. Chad's been like trying to coach Sammy and how to help him beat Gunther.
I absolutely love it.
4. I'm telling you now, it's Rocky 4. Sammy is gonna be the Apollo, underestimate Gunther, which is like, you know, it like you're dragging off, whatever. Gets absolutely killed in that ring. To Chad becomes the Rocky, swears he would like get revenge for Sammy being knocked the hell out and being taken out for a couple of months. We will get to Bash at Berlin, Chad versus Gunther, and Chad will win.
I'm just saying, before we move on, I'm just saying, if Sammy beats Gunther for the title and then has a feud with Chad Gable, I called this before this storyline even started happening. So I'm totally taking credit for it.
It's almost like you watch Monday Night Raw every week or something.
Yeah.
It's almost like a riot.
Going back to Drew McIntyre's mic work, can I just say that my favorite part of the segment that they just did last week was when he sat down on the commentary table and he told the cameraman not to shoot off his skirt.
Don't go off his skirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when Punk was swearing, he was like, "PG brother."
PG brother.
No, the best part was like you don't drink or smoke. You spend all of your time in rehab. That's
rehab. That line broke me.
That was so good.
Look, I'm sorry, but people are only just warming up to Drew McIntyre now. I've been on the Drew McIntyre train for a fucking long time.
I have for years.
I love Drew.
Come on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, him at Clash just showed how many people were there for him. Yeah.
All right, what's the next category?
So next one is best entrance, and we have Cody, Roman, obviously not Roman's because it's like 3 hours long. Bianca, Seth, Rhea, Becky, Rock, and Dominic Mysterio, and it specifies next to Dom WrestleMania 39.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania 39 then. Yeah, Dom.
Yeah, I voted for Dominic WrestleMania 39.
Sorry, coming out in the police riot van.
Everybody else's entrance is just them walking out to their music. That one of Dom at WrestleMania 39 was
he's got the Mysterio mask. He had to pull it off. He was in handcuffs.
He was giving very Prison Mike vibes with the purple bandana.
It was absolutely fantastic. It was so good, that entrance. It was
you know how Dusty or on Cody's theme song it says, you know, hard times make better men. I feel like Dom's the exception though. He's
no, he's just he's such a great prick, but like Eddie Guerrero was as well. Like, he's definitely Eddie Guerrero's son. I'm sorry, Ray. Sometimes
we've got it.
I think you're right.
Let me just pull up the paternity test.
Yeah, I think your wife made
He's like, you're like, I took a sample of Dom's hair at a live event. I went and tested it. And I got the results on my website.
Like you get it tested, and it's just like the theme song, Latino. He comes on.
Dude, you should make that into a TikTok. I'm literally giving you an idea right now.
No, in fact, no, it's that when you send off the results, right? And all of a sudden you hear the ringtone go off and go, can you feel the heat?
You know those American, so you know the American shows where it's like, and the father is.
Yeah.
I just imagine him sat there, opens up the test, and he goes, when it comes to the case of Dominic Mysterio, you are, and it just goes, Viva Larry.
You know what? We're laughing at this, but it's actually not that hard to do. Like, we could do this.
Yeah.
We could do this.
Why are we like this, though?
It's so good.
But I will say, since Dom broke away from Rey Mysterio, he has improved so much.
Oh, yeah.
This has become a heel.
Miles.
Like
He's a perfect heel.
The best thing that ever happened to him was become heel, and like I can literally pinpoint the moment where he started becoming like hilarious and like becoming a great heel. And it was like on Thanksgiving, like in 2022, and he broke into the house and just started battering Ray with like, he's just so good.
I love it.
So good.
Nah, the one that I loved was when Rhea and Dom went on a Valentine's date, and it was like, oh, booking for the Mysterio.
Yeah.
And then you see Ray's mom and Ray there, like, it's our booking. And then they just fight in a restaurant.
And Dom can't pay because like his credit card's been revoked by Ray.
Yeah.
You know what? That gives me like NXT segment vibes as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
no,
literally
it was.
NXT
It
on the
was.
main roster. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
But it was good.
little fun fact. I've heard a rumor that was Tony D'Angelo's restaurant that they were both at right there. I thought,
Oh,
Love that.
long-term storytelling.
yes,
Ooh.
yeah,
Right.
Anyway.
exactly.
Next one, we have Return of the Year, and I think we all can probably agree who's going to win this. CM Punk, The Rock. Nia Jax, Randy.
The Rock. It doesn't matter.
The
Randy
Rock,
Orton and Naomi.
For me personally, it was Naomi.
Oh fuck! No, it wasn't. Shut
Yes,
up.
it was. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry. You're
it
gonna
was
objectively
fine.
tell me my opinion
Whatever,
now.
dude. Like he wasn't marking out for CM Punk when he came
No,
back.
it wasn't.
He did for the best return. Yes, it was.
Hey, no, Ross, don't, because I can pull up evidence and prove wrong.
Yeah,
and
come
it's gonna
on,
start
dude.
beef online again. Let's not do this.
Don't be
mark
a
out
smart ass
for
and
it.
like do the smart
I
answer.
think I
Oh, mine was
remember Ross
Naomi
saying
personally.
They actually fucking
Mine was
did
Fred
it.
the
I
cameraman.
know, I remember
in my
that.
opinion.
Yeah, and then if you listen to my Naomi reaction, it's a lot better and a lot more hyped for
Bollocks.
Naomi than it is for CM Punk.
I'm
Go
very
back and watch the
hesitant.
footage.
Oh,
tell me
what a
how to
smart,
fucking
what an
feel.
absolute smart mark answer. My favorite return was Jeff the cameraman, in my opinion. I
Oh,
thought
good for
he had
you.
a
No
great
one fucking
return.
asked.
Why is John
Fuck off,
Cena
Mr.
not?
I like to suck Samoan dick all the time with fucking Rock
Hey,
and
hey,
Nia Jax.
Hold on,
Guys,
Leave her in
PJ.
here.
PG brother.
Get her out.
Oh, for God's sake. But in all fairness, it's CM Punk.
It's
It's Punk.
man.
It's got to be Punk.
It's
Look,
gotta be.
That's gotta
as I
be.
said, CM Punk's gonna win, but my favorite was Naomi.
Pepsi
Yeah.
always.
Pepsi.
I'll let you have it, Ross. I'll let you have it. I don't believe you, but I'll let you have it.
I don't agree with you, but I'm gonna just let you have it.
I mean,
Your
my
opinion's
most
wrong.
favorite.
Well, I'll let you have it.
I mean, my most favorite return isn't in the fucking, in the actual
Category. Who is it?
category. Sean Spears. I lost my
Oh,
shit
yeah.
when I saw that. Like,
Oh no, but
dude.
this is from like 2023 though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but
Well, on
like,
2024, because the counting the Rock's
Yeah.
return, because he.
Yeah, The Rock
And
and CM
Naomi's
Punk are
on
both
there. She was
2024.
Rumble.
Makes me
Yeah,
sick.
Naomi was the Rumble, so yeah, 2024.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, I voted for the Rock, though.
Of course
Yeah,
you
because
did.
you're a fucking mom.
The worst.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you think. Anyway, next.
Yikes.
Faction of the Year. Judgment Day, Alpha Academy, Imperium, The Bloodline, Damage Control.
None of them. Chase
Oh,
you.
bitch.
Chase you.
Chase
you.
you.
It's Chase you.
No, it's not.
It is. Give me a
Nah,
C. Give me an H. Give me an A. Give me an S. Give me an E. Give me a U. What's that spell? Chase you.
And then it cranks into Soldier Boy.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Chase you.
Wait, G. You missed a faction name there that is arguably the most important faction of all time.
What?
Why is Metaphor not on there?
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, why is Metaphor not
Why
on
is
there either?
Metaphor not there, man?
I'm so done with that shit.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
I'm being legit. I love Metaphor. Noah Dar is absolutely god tier.
He's killing it. He's doing
If
so
it's
well.
any faction, it's going to be Judgment Day.
I got Judgment Day on this one.
Yeah,
I refuse to answer. I refuse to answer because my favorite faction isn't on there, and the Tony D'Angelo
Well, maybe you should
family,
put in
they're
a
not on
formal
there either.
complaint then.
I
Yeah,
fucking
we
will.
Maybe Triple
All
H
right
will
to
listen to you 'cause
WWE.
you're a man.
Yeah. Fucking.
Wow.
The only
why,
difference
yeah.
between someone listening to me is my genitalia. Well, then we're fucked at this point. Like, sorry, I actually have really good ideas, and you don't want to listen to me because I don't have two little hanging things and another hanging thing coming off me.
Oh,
Like,
Hey, leave my hanging things alone, okay? They
I'm
ain't
not
done nothing
touching
to
your
you.
hanging things. I can't through the screen. That's
yeah,
correct.
I
Yeah,
think
but they haven't
it'll
done
be
nothing to you.
Judgment Day.
Disgusting.
Boo.
Disgusting.
Chase.
Can we
you.
just hang that conversation up and put it away?
Yeah, let's move on. We've decided it's chase.
Let's do that when we get into the things that grind my gears.
Things that hang. That grinds my gears.
Right, you're hanging on
was
to the
this
joke a bit
episode
too long
trashing?
now.
No, guys, I'm literally hanging on by a thread right now. Let's get on with it.
Let's go.
So rivalry
calm
of the
down.
year: Seth versus Drew,
Heard that, Grace.
Dom versus Ray, Bianca versus Damage Control, Roman versus Cody, which no one cares about, R-Truth versus Judgment Day, which is the real winner.
All of these are terrible, apart from Seth and Drew. I'm sorry, they are.
R-Truth
Like-
versus Judgment Day was
No, yeah, but that does not warrant a fucking rivalry of the year bullshit. What is that? That's terrible. Like, what about Gunther? Is Gunther
Yeah,
versus Chad
Gunther
on there?
Chad.
No.
How
I
is
was gonna say
Gunther
Gunther
Chad
Chad.
not in that?
How is Gunther versus Chad not on there? That's ridiculous.
How is Carmelo? How
be
is
fair-
Carmelo
fair-
the trick?
How
Well,
is
Carmelo and
Imperium
Elio.
versus the New Day not on there?
True.
That lasted for ages.
Mhm.
How is
Okay.
Shinsuke versus Seth not on there? How is Finn versus Seth not
What
on
about
there?
the Viking
Big
Raiders
thing,
versus
Seth.
Alpha Academy? How many goddamn times did I have to see that on Monday Night
yeah.
Raw?
About
Oh,
Natalia
yeah.
versus Rhea Ripley. Wait, never mind.
Well, Jimmy back down to NXT, I'm telling you that.
No.
Why?
How
I'm
does
not
it
Why
feel
did you give
Reese
it
to
to
have
me?
to talk about?
Why did
Oh
you give
yeah,
it
she's
to me?
NXT, isn't she?
You already
Yeah,
gave
don't
me
even
the
get me
post.
started
You've
on
already
NXT.
given me a poster. You didn't need to give me another gift. I didn't want Natalia on my show. Thanks very much.
She's one of those gifts that you ask for the receipt so that you can return it and get the cash back.
Yeah, she's the gift that keeps on giving me nightmares.
Like, he's sleep, please.
To be honest, I'm
I
gonna
eat,
just
sleep, breathe, Natty in my dreams.
I'm gonna
hate
say Cody
Natalia.
and Roman actually because for me,
No,
every
traitor.
listen, let me fucking say why. Jesus Christ!
Quick, play and be wrong.
Because everyone that's been
I'm joking.
Uh-uh.
Quick, I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
come
Go
on.
on.
Let's
I'm
be
sorry.
serious.
I'm sorry. Go on.
If we didn't have Cody Roman, we wouldn't have main event Jey Uso. I was trying to actually hype up Jay's man.
What?
What?
If you didn't have Cody Roman feud consistently going, you wouldn't have had Jey Uso become how Jey Uso has become.
Dave made himself main event Jay on his own. Thank you very much.
She
Yeah.
would know that
He
He
because
meant
she
as a
loves
tag
Jey
champ
Uso.
and push himself into the storyline, consistently going.
I would argue we wouldn't have Jay without Roman. But,
Yes.
but Cody.
Cody helped him. Cody helped
No,
him get on the
Cody
upper
did
ground.
nothing.
Okay, so we're just going to
Do you
completely
feel him,
ignore
sir?
Okay, I
Do
was
you
going to
feel
say,
him,
so we're
sir?
just going to completely ignore the fact of
Oh,
became a
Cody
tag
brought
champion
him
with
to
him.
Raw. Woohoo.
Yes.
But
I'm
everything
ignoring
he
it.
Get to a
did, he
different
did for
brand.
himself.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it. I didn't want it.
Yeah, whatever. Go on.
I'm putting my opinion across. Yes, Cody brought him to Raw. But
that was my point.
It was going to happen anyway.
But that was literally my point. Was the whole fact of Cody did that for the Cody Roman feud. He got Jay involved.
I see what you're saying, to be fair. Although, you know,
I see it.
I hate Cody. I will never give Cody any credit.
It's the same as making Seth and Cody, like, they were enemies, now they're frenemies because it helped fight Roman.
I really hope that Seth and Cody get those best friend necklaces that I sent them in time for WrestleMania.
Ross, I'm on your side. I'm defending you. I will be your shield.
Well, that's a first.
I will be your shield.
That's a fucking first.
Wait, you're going to be my shield. So where were you last week on Raw when I was getting the absolute dog beat out of me in the rain?
Smoking a doob with Rob Van Dam.
What are we on this week? Anyway.
I think it's just because we're so excited to have him back. We'll get this all out now because next week we'll talk about WrestleMania.
Yay!
Smoking a doob with Rob Van Dam.
So, NXT Superstar of the Year, Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, and Braun Breaker.
Mello.
I would say Tiffany, but she's on the main roster now. So.
Yeah, but she was still NXT Superstar of the Year last year, so Tiff.
She did put on some banger matches, I'll tell her that.
Yeah, sorry, Tiffany. Sorry, Tiffany. It would normally go to you, but yeah, no, Mello.
I think it's between Mello and Dragunov. Like, I think Breaker had.
Wait, was Ilya in it?
Yeah,
Ilya was the first one. You literally didn't hear her say it. You just went, no!
Well, yeah. But if Ilya's there, that's like, yeah, it's a tussle.
Yeah,
like Braun had the rivalry of the year with Von Wagner. Don't get me wrong,
True.
but I think Braun Breaker didn't have the most stellar year on NXT. I tell you what, who should be in there? Baron Corbin. He's had a great year. He had that great year. He had that great match with Gable Stevenson. Yeah, he's had a great couple of matches with Baron Corbin. He just won the Dusty Cup and he won the tag team titles. And then he had a great match with Ilya Dragunov as well. He's had a great year.
Yeah.
That's my off the ballot pick. Baron Corbin.
That's your wild card.
I would say Mello though. Mello's still done it. The heel turn, the build, the setup, the matches. Like he hasn't.
Did we not say this time last year that we would be getting Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Dude,
it's getting a main event.
You know how long I've been saying that on the NXT reviews? Like, Jesus Christ, I feel like I've said it every single week since like August.
You know how I know this? Because I listen to the reviews, my guy.
Yay!
We all listen to each other's reviews. We all support.
I don't.
Wait, what about you? You were watching Courtney's review in the gym. What are you?
She doesn't watch mine.
So she doesn't watch her own partner's review, and
she
doesn't
the clip she sends me for the TikTok channel.
Oh wow! You should be on WWE Speed, seeing as though it's under 3 minutes.
Oh my god! Imagine the superstars coming out to the Speed match, going, "I am Speed, ka-chow, ka-chow."
No, it's like the 3 minutes starts from the entrance, so you just see them running to the rings to
yeah, exactly. It's like the following content technical 1 point, 2 to versus San Diego, California, win 265 pounds, very Mysterio. Yeah.
And so to the
Stop. Right, I'm moving on.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 265 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. Woo!
I was gonna say, how are the commentators gonna even commentate?
Randy Orton, kick, punch to the ring. He's straight to the ring. Go. He's like, on the shoulder.
You, Reese, are literally the Randy Orton that you buy off Temu.
Stop!
Bandy Orton.
It's like the commentators turn into like, you know, when people are like auctioning off a house and it's like 1 million. It's like that's what I turn into.
Anyway, the next category is Match of the Year.
Okay.
So we have Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest Backlash, Roman versus Sami Elimination Chamber, Chad versus Gunther on Raw, Asuka versus Bayley versus Asuka versus Bianca versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, Charlotte versus Rhea at Mania.
Why the fuck is that triple threat match in that category?
Triple threat was a vehicle for EO to cash in.
It was dog. It was dog. It was absolute woof doggy
Charlotte
shit.
Charlotte and Rhea on this one.
Charlotte and Rhea was a good match, but I think Roman and Sami sells.
Yeah,
Roman.
I voted for Sami and Roman, but my off the ballot pick from our awards last year, the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yeah,
that was the best match of last year for me. Just for me, but yeah, that's it. I've just realised something. Hang on, sorry to interrupt. I just realised something.
What is it?
That triple threat IC title match at Rainier isn't on there.
It's not.
That's ridiculous. That was one of the best.
It's a goddamn hate crime.
It should be that.
You know the song by Justin Bieber? It's like, that should be me holding your hand. The IC title, like, come on. Like, be goddamn for real. But I was going to say that Rhea and Charlotte match, if anyone ever asks me about wrestling and like what it's about, I literally send them the link to that match and I'm like, here you go. Because I regard it as one of the
interesting choice
women's matches. Well, it's a very good match.
I said Snoop Dogg versus the Mania 35.
Snoop Dogg versus
I still do that too, though. What were you saying, Reese?
Snoop Dogg versus The Miz at WrestleMania.
Oh God, no! Because it's
all right. Actually, hang on. How about that really great handicap match? Shane McMahon versus his own 2 ACLs.
Stop, because that's why I was trying to say stop before you even said it.
This next category is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh God, here we go then.
What's the next category? Did we all get our answers in there, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God moment of the year.
Oh my God.
Rey Mysterio punches Dom. SmackDown on 24th of the 3rd. CM Punk returns to WWE Survivor Series. Io Sky cashing in the Money in the Bank SummerSlam. Damage Control turns on Bayley SmackDown. The Rock punches Cody. Then straight after, Cody punches The Rock.
I fucking hate all of them.
Oh my God moment of the year.
It's gotta be CM Punk.
I mean, I do remember saying, oh my God, this frigging Rock promo has gone on for ages. Why is that not an option? That should have been it.
Did you not see the camera guys doing that to him as well? Like they actually got caught him.
Yeah, hurry the fuck
up. Yeah. It has to be Punk. That's the only logistic one. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Because don't get me wrong.
Because nobody expected it.
The damage control one. The damage control one.
We knew it was happen.
Coming. Yeah. So the oh my God was kind of like
it was like a cathartic release of all of my anger as well.
It wasn't an oh my God, unless you went to the toilet and had a piss and missed the thing in the back when Io literally said Bayley is done 5 minutes before. Then it wasn't an oh my God moment. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, how is that an oh my God moment?
And like Io cashing in, we knew she was going to cash in. How is that an oh my God moment?
Yeah. It's defo the.
Well, don't get me wrong. I get why that's in the category because when anyone goes to do a cash in, you never know if it's actually going to succeed or fail. Take Austin Theory's whole fucking
same thing that's going to happen to Damien. It's fine.
Just check. Read him out again, G. Sorry, please.
Rey Mysterio punches Dom on SmackDown. CM Punk returns at Survivor Series. Io Sky cashing in at SummerSlam. Damage Control turns on Bayley SmackDown. The Rock slaps Cody WrestleMania X at a press conference. Cody Rhodes slaps The Rock on SmackDown.
Right, okay. So I feel like this is like an obvious one, and I don't know why that's not on there. Why is Sami Zayn hitting Roman with the chair not on there?
Yeah,
it's literally one of the loudest pops of last year.
Or one of the Usos turning on Roman.
Yeah. So guess what? You out.
You out.
Yeah. How is that not in it? How is that not in it?
Oh, no, because.
Oh my God, that was such a good moment. Yeah, them two moments should have been on there. Sami hitting Roman with the chair. What the hell? Yeah. That was literally the loudest pop of last year. It literally crackled the cameras. That's how loud it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a bit of a stupid.
That's a bit dumb.
It's a bit of a shit category.
I did say it was silly.
Yeah.
Right. Social Star of the Year.
Oh,
for like
God.
social media. Grayson Waller, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Chelsea Green, or Liv Morgan.
Chelsea.
I've got Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Her TikToks are on point all the freaking. Did you see the one she posted the other day where she was like, "Day in the life of a WWE superstar who doesn't have to go to Monday Night Raw today"? It
Yeah.
was fabulous. It was amazing.
Good. I love her. She's so underrated.
Any of the ones she sneaks Matt Cardona in are instantly some of the most hilarious stuff she's done.
I love Cardona.
I'm gonna.
If I was gonna give it to a guy, I'd give it to Grayson, but yeah.
Nah, it's Chelsea Green.
I think it's Chelsea all the way.
Yeah,
It's got to be Grayson.
Again, my non-ballot pick, Lola Vice, for obvious.
Yeah.
What does Liv Morgan post on socials? Because I don't see anything.
I did it.
She
just
posts a lot of
crap
Instagram
promos. Crap promos. That's what she posts. So you guys wanted me to see me win the Elimination Chamber, and that didn't happen because of Becky Lynch. And it's like, shut up. Like I cannot be asked listening to you whatsoever. Like,
do you know what? I'm just gonna say this, and I do not give a shit if I get any hate for this, but I'm so fucking sick and tired of people trying to push this Becky Rhea match to be a fatal 4-way or a triple threat.
Please
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Can we not just have? And did you not hear in my Raw review after I was talking about the promo segment with Becky and Rhea? I'm like, you guys are out here saying there's no storyline between them. Well, look, they've just made it personal. That is part of the story.
Yeah.
Like, is it? I literally said, is that not enough for you?
Let's be honest, and let's give her her flowers. If this was going to be a multi-person match, there's only one other person I would want in that match, and that's Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax has killed it for the past 6 months, and she's had really great matches with both of these people.
She's been really good.
If it was ever going to be a triple threat match, she's the only person who deserves to be in the match.
I'm so sick of people trying to shoehorn. This is the thing that really fucks me off about this, okay? We had the exact same thing when it came to Ronda versus Becky before WrestleMania 35. And people were pissed off that Charlotte Flair got shoehorned in by Vince McMahon because of the fact that she's a Flair and she needs to be a part of the first women's main event of WrestleMania. Can we not have that same energy when it comes to people like Nia and Liv Morgan being shoehorned into this match, when it just literally needs to be the winner of the Elimination Chamber going up against the women's champion? Like, it's that fucking simple.
If Charlotte didn't get pushed in, we wouldn't have had Becky 2 belts. So
no, but that, like, in hindsight, that's fine. But it really shouldn't have happened anyway, because we were supposed to get Ronda versus Becky at Survivor Series.
Everyone forgets, by the way, that came at the cost of Asuka losing the title to Charlotte.
Exactly.
I would have rather had Asuka in there.
Exactly.
Anyway,
category.
We have the final category, which is Breakout Superstar of the Year. We have Jey Uso, Tiffany Stratton, Pretty Deadly, Dragon Lee, or LA Knight. Yeah.
I'm gonna say LA Knight. I was gonna say my off the ballot pick if she wasn't included was Tiffany Stratton, but thank God she's been included because she deserves that. But I think it's going to LA Knight.
Yes, boys.
I'm going to go.
Stand and deliver.
I'm sorry, like, biasly pick. I have to go Pretty Deadly because I've loved them for so long. NXT UK.
They're your
NXT,
boys.
They're my boys.
Yes,
boy. Well, I watched them when they weren't even like wrestling for WWE. I've known them a long time, so seeing them be main contenders of consistent great tag matches on SmackDown is perfect. But for the other talent that's there, Dragon Lee is just incredible. A superstar that touched NXT for a cup of tea and then already landed on SmackDown is crazy.
Yeah.
And also same for Tiffany. Like, Tiffany had a very quick NXT run as champion and then went straight to SmackDown.
Yeah.
If I had to say anyone, I feel Tiffany. Just because
you're really forgetting about the whole Elton Strong movement, though.
Yeah.
I don't really know how you can count Jey Uso as a breakout star. The guys
it's
are the
solo
longest
breakout star, though, isn't it?
I know, but you're also counting a tag team in that breakout star. Like,
exactly. Yeah. If you were going to do solo, you could do solo breakout star and you could do tag team breakout.
Yeah.
Because you could easily put like the New Catch Republic in there.
Speaking of solo, he should really be in there. Like, he had some big matches.
He doesn't do much.
What do you mean? He beat John Cena. What do you mean he doesn't do much?
Don't do much.
What?
He throws a thumb in some people's throats sometimes when Roman snaps his fingers. That's it.
That's all he needs to do. He's the man.
Do you know who either needs to go back to NXT or they really need to repackage him because they've just stopped using him altogether? Cameron Grimes. I feel so sorry for him.
Oh, I know, dude. Yeah.
It's fucking heartbreaking, man.
He's so good. He's so good in the ring.
That crypto millionaire gimmick on NXT was so good, man. Like,
yeah, and they just dropped the ball with it. They were like, "Oh, we're not going to carry that on." I'm like, "But that was perfect. You should have carried it on."
I honestly don't know who to pick for this breakout star of the year, to be honest with you, because like there's a few people that are not on that list that I would put on that list. Like,
who would you put on the list?
Yeah,
I mean, for like, if we're counting all of WWE, I mean, Trick Williams, obviously.
Why is he not on the list?
Yeah, I think it would be obvious. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, I don't know why they're not counting NXT stars.
Because I suppose it's breakout on main roster, really, isn't it?
Okay, so
Tiffany Stratton's on there.
So if we're talking the main roster, all right, then what about the Creed brothers?
Yeah.
Why are they not there? They've been absolutely killing it, like for the past couple of months. Who else like breakout star? Let's think.
Electra Lopez.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you
no. She literally did a quick breakaway from everything that was going on in NXT. Did her run, beat the people she needed to in NXT, and then went straight back to Santos where she needed to be.
Yeah, but she hasn't done much since she's been on the main roster, so I wouldn't really call that.
Look, if LWO and Legado del Fantasma turns into like a tag match at Mania, then she will, because she'll have Zelina Vega to go up against.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about someone who's really broke out this year, I mean, like, obviously he's been on the main roster for a couple of years now, but like someone who's had like a stellar breakout year, where's Dom? Dom should be on there.
Yeah.
His first WrestleMania, like his first singles WrestleMania match against his dad. He was North American champion twice, and he's had a great match with Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
he should be on there.
Yeah, definitely. I agree on that.
Yeah.
There's just a few people that's missing, and it perplexes me to why they're not on there.
I would say I would still argue Bron Breakker as well. Like, I know he's not, he hasn't had crazy matches of actual talent because he's only done it on jobbers on the main roster, but his work speaks volumes from NXT, and he's doing double duty now. He's a tag champion and he's on SmackDown, and he's still putting in the graft, and he's incredible.
Yeah. So I was voting on this, and I actually didn't vote. I couldn't decide.
It's too difficult. Man.
Way too difficult.
I'd go Tiffany as the safest option because she really is a standout.
Yeah. Tiffany is the safe bet.
Tiffany's going to be champion by the end of the year.
Yeah,
she probably will be.
I'd be happy with that.
Me too.
But like,
is it one more category? Because I thought I saw like an NXT Superstar of the Year on there.
We already did that.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Because we had Elliot, we had Mello, we had.
I said Mello straight away. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, we did. You're right. Yeah. You are right. You're correct, Tamundo, about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How is that not a tag team of the year?
I know.
Who would be the tag team of the year? Yeah. Any votes?
Mine would be biased, so I can't say mine.
You'd say New Catch, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Bonnie knew me too. Wow.
I mean, they've only just started, but yeah.
Yeah,
but they were for 3 weeks.
They've been a tag team for literal years. They just got a new name.
I know, but they've only just started up again.
Yeah, I know. But it was more recent. Like they've been a tag team for 3 weeks. No, they haven't. They've just got a new name.
They have. I mean, they're not called British Strong Style, but they're a new team technically, aren't they? Because they're back together. What?
Yeah, but they've been those guys.
But they've only just got that together
for years.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm saying like right now, this is the first time that they've teamed together on the main roster.
Yeah,
that's ever in WWE.
I'd still give it up, and I'd still.
Oh my god, that is.
As I said, it's biased. I said it's biased. I don't care.
Yeah, he did. To be fair,
He did want us.
Non-biased, I'd say Street Profits. I feel like they've really got the resurgence and they're doing bits again. But AOP as well. Like AOP, they've came back and they had missed.
I'm ready for Street Profits to have their Mania win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give my vote to the New Day.
Yeah.
Like, I think they've just been holding together that tag team division on Raw for the past year without even really doing anything.
They be the glue.
Yeah,
They be
are
the
glue.
backbones.
Like you literally throw them in there with anyone, like the Creed Brothers, DIY,
Imperium,
Imperium, like
Alpha Academy.
The Alpha Academy, dude, like they're just the best. Like they're so good. Like still the New Day. Like I want another tag team title run from them.
Yeah.
I really want another tag title run from them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially when the tag team titles get split, which I think they will at some point.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
Make
so.
it the WWE tag team titles and then make it the world tag team titles again. I don't want the Raw tag team and the SmackDown. Like just make them the world and the WWE tag team titles.
I've just had a completely off topic thought.
Yeah.
Go on.
So when you're ready to move on, I'll say.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I don't know why this just popped into my head, but we were talking about tag teams, and then I thought about like Fight Night and like Sheamus not being here, and it made me think: what if Gunther does beat Sami Zayn at WrestleMania and Sheamus comes out?
Oh, I'd pop.
Okay.
That'd be
I'd pop for it. I would pop for it, to be fair. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Ridge Holland thing has been confirmed. It's a storyline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course it is.
Retired. He hasn't actually retired. And I think that is disgusting, man. Because he's actually been going through it. Like, I genuinely was upset. I was like, damn, his mental health struggles are a lot more serious than we thought.
Oh, no, dude, I could have told you that for free. Like, from what's been going on.
Wait, you charge for your advice? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Like £5 every time you ask my advice.
Damn.
But if you've been watching NXT,
can you advise me on why Roman Reigns is fucking shite?
Oh, that's going to cost you extra because it's a lie.
That's a conversation we don't want to get into.
Falsify information.
I was only
that's falsifying information, so that's going to cost you extra.
Anyway, have we got any more categories?
No, that's everything.
Okay, so there was a couple of quick in wrestling things I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you guys saw them. Did any of you guys see Ash by Elegant Swanton bomb that she did on TNA?
No,
I saw it. Yeah, it was on the feed.
So good.
Was it good?
Is there a video of it?
Yeah, there's video of it on Twitter and stuff. I can send it.
You can't show it on here.
No, I know. I was just saying I'll send it after the podcast so you can at least see it.
Why can't he show it on here?
Copyright.
Copyright.
Right. TNA will take us down. They'll be like, no.
It'll have an impact on our channel.
The big one, the biggest one of the day, Motor City Machine Guns. There was a certain tag team group that did a shout out to them, potentially referencing Motor City Machine Guns are going to make their way to them in the Young Bucks.
Oh,
I saw that.
Yes,
okay.
The Young Bucks had their tag match against Private Party for the tag team tournament for who gets the tag belts, and they did one of Motor City Machine Guns' signature moves.
Let me guess who won that match. Let me guess who won. Let me guess who won that match between the Young Bucks and Private Party.
Young Bucks.
I will not discuss further on the matter. You have to watch the show.
What? You're making me watch it?
No, I don't. I could have bet a house on the Young Bucks beating Private Party.
Because what does they say? The house always wins.
Yeah.
That's the House of Black, though, man.
No, I know.
They're different. I love those guys. But yeah, I just wanted to mention those. I thought they were very interesting topics to bring up, especially such assets as Motor City Machine Guns. Don't get me wrong. There is a certain fantasy booking me and Keaton spoke over, and I think if that happened, I'd lose my shares. The multi tag man match that's happening at Mania. Obviously, there was one tag team that's still kind of blurred out, like a wild card at the moment. What if it's Motor City Machine Guns? What if they just rock up?
No, I think it's what Reese is alluding to.
No, I know. Reese was doing the Hardy Boys, and I know everyone's going to be like,
but could you imagine if all of the SmackDown tag teams got taken out and there's two spots? You have the Hardys and the Dudleys.
I've heard rumors that it is the Dudleys, but I've heard Devon's out of shape. like in terms of ring
So am I.
I'm out.
That doesn't stop me.
Well, that's why you're not in the match, Courtney.
I literally
want
just said that doesn't
Dudleys.
stop me from having a good time.
I want to see the Easter egg of just eight.
I don't want the Dudleys, man. Like,
What do you
It
mean?
doesn't matter what you want.
We're coming now. Brum, 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 brum. I want to hear that theme song
Can they
again.
not just stay retired?
No!
I have to deal with enough of Bully Ray thinking he can still wrestle in the ring at
age
TNA.
wrestlers into the ground, god damn it.
Wait, now can we have like a on WWE? Can we have like a Masters division? Or is like 50
Oh, yeah,
and
like an,
over?
like an OAP division instead of AOP. It's OAP division.
No, it's OAW. Old ass wrestlers.
The OAP champion of the world,
Don't forget
Kevin
to invite
Nash.
Goldberg.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired of Goldberg. He's just upset that Asuka's record is better than his.
Oh my god, a woman. I can't remember her name.
Asuka?
Asuka beat my record.
You
Like,
probably
oh my
have
God.
met her before. Shut your fat hole. Honestly,
She'll
like
kick your ass as well.
she'll miss
Man
you.
can't
Thanks.
wrestle.
He definitely knows who Asuka is, by the way. He congratulated her on when she was NXT champion when she held it longer than him. Like,
an
Can we,
idiot.
can we also talk about this?
Congratulate.
Do you know what's great? Do you know who'd be really good in that WWE speed? Goldberg, because all of Goldberg's WCW matches were
He
3
would
minutes.
spear and then
he's
be
been
done.
in that WWE speed division for the past 25 years, dude.
Yeah, he
He
originated
invented
it.
it.
He invented it.
He was the pioneer.
Mm.
But yeah, next week,
Speed.
obviously, we've also got Mania Week. Really
Oh,
cool
God.
stuff is happening around that in the indie scene as well. GCW is running their show, which has
man.
Shayna on it, which is going to be
Woo!
awesome.
That's
Ring
so
of
cool.
Honor have got their Supercard of Honor show on the Friday as well, so that'll be super awesome.
Stand and deliver.
Stand and deliver.
And
Deliver.
Yep. We'll also have the Hall of Fame, so we'll get to see who
When's
gets
the
inducted
Slammy
and what the
Awards
speeches are.
being?
I think it's on the Thursday. I think they
When's the
stream
what?
it on YouTube.
When's the Slammy Awards?
Oh, yeah, I think it is Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's the Thursday before the Friday SmackDown. I
Will
think
we
they
have
stream it on
will it be
YouTube.
like a live show?
Yeah, they stream it on YouTube. That's what they did last year, so I'm assuming they'd do the same again this year.
We could...
Fair enough.
If not, we'll just have to find out.
Yeah. Well,
Sunday
we'll
the
have to-
7th of April.
Oh,
WWE's Icon Award Show makes its triumphant return in the 2024 Slammys, the Fans' Choice Awards, live from WWE World WrestleMania on social media platforms Sunday the 7th of April.
That's the
Oh,
day
so it's
after my
Mania night too?
birthday.
yeah,
Vote
Mania
is now
Night 2.
closed.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
Mania
that's
Night
dope.
2.
It's going to be hosted by Biggie and Kathy Kelly.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to
Right.
go big?
So with that, G, have you got your wrap up ready, or are you throwing it
I was
to?
going to ask Reese to do it because he wasn't here to do it last week.
Come on, then, Reese.
Ooh.
Hit us with it.
I love a good wrap up. Right, okay, guys. Thank you so much for. Oh, I thought you was going to say something. Else. No, I thought you was going to
He's
say
out
something.
of practice. What the-
No, I know. I heard a noise coming. I thought it was either Ross or G's thing. I thought they were going to
It
say
wasn't
something.
Happy
me.
to be here.
Oh. Well,
It
thanks
was
guys for watching the
Courtney.
podcast on the Slammy Awards. It's been absolutely amazing having this conversation. There should have been a couple of matches, a couple of people in these Slammy Awards that weren't in them, but you know what are you going to do? Never mind. Make sure you stay tuned because WrestleMania week is on the horizon. I cannot wait, and I'm sure all these guys can't wait to bring you all the content that we're going to be sending across all of our platforms. Speaking of, you can find us on TikTok, X/Twitter, and Instagram. We have got a SmackDown review coming on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. If you want to check out more of the content that is on the channel from this week, I have an NXT review that was yesterday, and Courtney had a Monday Night Raw review on Tuesday. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Subscribe, like the channel, thumbs up, hit that bell, all that lovely stuff, and peace out.
Deuces.
Bye.
This is Lucy.